Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel with Fairy Misty. This gonna be an interesting video for you where I make a fairy tree house. So the fairies may come down to earth at night as if they could sit here and rest. Also in this video, I have cooked a special food for fairies of their choice like mushrooms with spinach, and I have prepared many kinds of fruits including their favorite dragon fruit. But at the end of this video, you will see that I myself have eaten all the food of the fairies. So lay down, take your phone and enjoy this super fun video of mine. Install your YouTube app and search my name with Fairy Misty. Okay, now I am going to prepare my morning coffee. This is called bullet coffee. Currently preparing my morning brew, a delightful cup of bullet coffee. This invigorating blend features the rich combination of ghee, coconut oil and Nescafe. কারণ আমার কাছে অরিজিনাল কফি বিনটা নেই. Creating a unique and creamy flavor profile that kick-starts the day with a burst of energy and warmth. In the midst of crafting my morning coffee ritual, the aroma of freshly Nescafes fills the air as I embark on the delightful process of brewing the perfect cup, promising a flavorful start to the day. Savoring the quiet moments with my morning coffee, a comforting ritual that brings warmth and focus to the day ahead. Then I'm going to take my morning meditation, transitioning seamlessly from the energizing aroma of coffee to the serenity of morning meditation. As I prepare to embark on this mindful journey, the stillness of the moment becomes a tranquil backdrop for introspection and balance. Immersing myself in meditation, a practice that unfolds a serene sanctuary within. Each breath becomes a gentle guide, leading to a state of calm mindfulness and a profound connection with the present moment. Every morning I go for a walk in the forest. As the first rays of sunlight pierce through the foliage, I eagerly lace up my walking shoes and steps into the enchanting embrace of the forest. The crisp air carries the earthy perfume of pine needles and the subtle rustling of leaves underfoot, setting the tone for a rejuvenating journey. The towering trees stand as ancient sentinels, their branches forming a natural canopy that filters the sunlight into a mosaic of dancing shadows on the forest floor. Birds exchange melodic greetings overhead, creating a symphony of nature's own composition. The rhythmic crunch of gravel beneath my feet becomes a soothing soundtrack, harmonizing with the ambient sounds of the woodland. As I traverse the winding trails, I am greeted by the myriad shades of green that paints the landscape, from the vibrant moss clinging to rocks to the deep hues of ferns unfurling in hidden nooks. The forest is a living, breathing entity, and each step brings a sense of connection to the ever-evolving tapestry of life around me. Occasional sunbeams pierce through the foliage, casting ephemeral spotlights that illuminate the path ahead. Sharps of light play with the leaves, creating a kaleidoscope of patterns that add a touch of magic to morning stroll. In the embrace of Sylvan Sanctuary. I find solace, a sanctuary where time seems to pause and the worries of the day ahead momentarily fade away. The forest offers a sanctuary for contemplation, a space where the mind unwinds and the spirit rejuvenates. The symphony of nature, the whispering leaves, and the steady rhyme of my footsteps converge to create a harmonious melody. A morning ritual that transcends the mundane and transforms a simple walk into a soul-nourishing experience. Then I collected twigs, leaves, spade grass, and some bursts of woods for my fairy garden. Embarking on a whimsical journey into the nature's bounty, I found myself collecting an assortment of enchanting elements for my fairy garden. With a wicker basket in hand, I meandered through fields and wooded groves, each stray revealing a treasure trove of twigs, leaves, paddy stalks, grass, and fragments of fallen woods. The twigs, delicate and general, told tales of branches that once reached towards the sky, each one carefully chosen became a miniature tree trunk in the fascinatical landscape I envisioned. The leaves, a kaleidoscope of hues, showcased the ephemeral beauty of the changing seasons. Some were vibrant reds, remnants of autumn's embrace, while others retained the verdant green of everlasting summer. Paddy stalks, with their slender elegance, added a rustic charm to the collection. Each on stood as a testament to the agricultural rhymes of the land, embodying the harmony between nature and human cultivation. In my basket, they became the perfect building blocks for quietened fences and meandering paths within the fairy realm. Grasses of varying heights and textures were carefully selected, evoking the wild, untamed spirit of meadows. Their delicate sway in the breeze promised movement and life within the miniature landscape. As I gathered them, I couldn't help but imagine the fairies dancing among these blades, their invisible presence adding a touch of magic to the scene. Lastly, I found myself drawn to the fallen parts of woods, with argent waste bearing the marks of time. These fragments, with their rich textures and earthy tones, served as rustic benches and hidden corners within the fairy garden, providing retreats for the imaginary inhabitants of this tiny universe. Back home, my collection sprawled across a table, waiting to be arranged into a miniature heaven for fairies. With each piece carefully placed, the garden began to take shape, a testament to the beauty found in the simple, natural elements that surround us. The fairy garden became not just a creation, but a reflection of the wonders discovered in the quiet corners of the outdoors, where imagination intervenes with the gentle whisper of nature. I made fairy tree house so that fairies come down to earth at night, as if they could sit here and take some rest. In the heart of my enchanted garden, I embarked on a whimsical endeavor for the creation of a fairy tree house, a magical heaven where ethereal beings would descend from the starlight sky and find respite among the earthly wonders. The process was a labor of love, an artistic exploration that blended creativity and nature. gift. The foundation of my fairy tree house was laid with the sturdy twigs I had carefully collected during my wanderings. They intertwined to form a rustic yet intricate structure, a testament to the architectural prowess of woodland creatures and the delicate touch of unseen hands. As the base took shape, it mimicked the organic lines of miniature tree, a portal between the terrestrial realm and the mystical heights above. Leaves plucked gently from the embrace of trees became the shingles of the whimsical dwelling. Each one, meticulously arranged, created a vibrant mosaic that would catch the moonlight, transforming the treehouse into a beacon for passing fairies. The hues ranged from the verdant green of the spring to the fairy reds and golds of autumn, encapsulating the ever-changing seasons within this miniature retreat. Paddy stalks, those slender sentinels of agriculture, found their purpose as support beams and columns. They stood tall, embracing the structure with an aura of natural elegance. Grass, chosen for its softness and resilience, served as a velvety carpet that beckoned fairies to tread lightly upon their terrestrial stays. As I delicately placed each component, my imagination soared. I envisioned fairies alighting upon the delicate branches, their gossamer wings catching the moonbeams as they descended from their celestial abode. Tiny windows, crafted from delicate twigs and polished acorn shells, allowed glimpses into the cozy interior where fairies might find solace and camaraderie. With the final touches complete, my fairy treehouse stood as testament to the harmonious collaboration between human hands and natural elements. As the night descended and the stars began their celestial dance, I couldn't help but breathe that in the quiet moments when the world slumbers, fairies might indeed grace my creation with their presence. The fairy tree house became not just a piece of art, but a bridge between realms, a tangible symbol of the enchantment that exists when imagination and nature intertwine. Then I bought some little doll and turned them into fairies. In a whimsical venture into the realm of creativity, I found myself captivated by the idea of bringing enchantment to light. Armed with a collection of delicate dolls, I embarked on a transformative journey to turn these inanimate figures into ethereal beings. Fairies that would add a touch of magic to my world. The dolls, initially ordinary in appearance, became my blank canvases for imaginative expression. With a palette of colors and an assortment of materials, I set out to infuse them with the spirit of the fantastical. Each doll, regardless of its original form, took an unique identity as I carefully painted delicate features that mirrored the grace and allure of fairies. Tiny wings, intricately crafted from gossamer fabrics and delicate wares, emerged like delicate whispers of light. They embodied the sense of ethereal beings, suggesting the ability to traverse between realms with a sense of lightness and grace. Each being, meticulously attached, became a symbol of the magical possibilities that awaited these newfound fairies. Attire, fashion, from delicate fabrics and adorned with miniature furniture embellishments, transformed the dolls into otherworldly creatures. Dresses float like petals caught in a gentle breeze, and accessories hinted at the whimsical treasure these fairies might collect on their nighty escapades. Every stitch and bead added to the narrative, weaving tales of mystery and wonder. As I worked, my imagination soared, envisioning these once lifeless dolls awakening to a newfound existence. The process became a dance between artistic vision and the inherent charm of the dolls themselves. Beads became dewdrops and ribbons cascaded like streams of moonlight and creating a harmonious blend to the tangible and the fantastical. Once the metamorphosis was complete, my collection of dolls is to transform into a coterie of chanting fairies, each with its own personality and story to tell. The air seemed to shimmer with a subtle magic as they perched delicately on shelves unsuspended from invisible threads. In this fusion of artistry and fantasy, the doll-stuffed fairies became not just decorative pieces but conduits to a world where the ordinary transcends into extraordinary. Each creation whispered tales of whimsy and sparked the imagination, a testament to the transformative power of creative expression in infusing everyday life with a touch of enchantment. Then I collected lemon leaves for making fairies' wings. Embarking on a journey of whimsy and creativity, I found inspiration in the vibrating foliage of lemon trees, and with a basket in hand, I sent out to collect the delicate leaves that would soon become ethereal fairy wings. The lemon grove, bathed in dappled sunlight, offered a treasure trove of slender, aromatic leaves, each on promising to add a touch of citrus-infused magic to my imaginative project. The leaves, with their serrated edges and glossy sheen, were a canvas waiting to be transformed. As I plucked them gently from the branches, the faint scent of citrus lingered in the air, heightening the scenery experience and fusing the gathering process with a refreshing zest. Each leaf carefully chosen for its size and symmetry held the promise of becoming a pair of wings that would adorn my miniature fairies. Back home, surrounded by the earthy fragrance of lemon leaves, I began the delicate task of preparing these verdant canvases. With the keen eye of detail, I trimmed the leaves to mimic the graceful contours of fairy wings. The natural veins in each leaf became intricate patterns, adding an organic touch to the ethereal designs taking shape. As the final creations took shape, the lemon leaf fairy wings stood as a testament to the seamless fusion of nature's beauty and creativity. Ingenuity. Each pair exuded a unique charm, a testament to the intricate dance between the organic elements of the lemon grove and the whimsical world of fairies. These wings, now adoring my miniature enchantresses, become a symbol of the magical possibilities that can arise when one explores the wonders hidden within the everyday tapestry of nature. Making a fairy house is my wildest dreams. Embarking on the enchanting endeavor of crafting a fairy house, I keep stepping into the realms of childhood wonder and understand imagination. It is a journey fueled by the desire to create heaven that transcends the ordinary, place where the magical and the mundane coexist seamlessly. The dream of making a fairy house begins with the vision of miniature dwelling nestled within the embrace of nature. Armed with creativity as my guide, I envisage a structure that mirrors a whimsy of fairy tales, a dwelling that beckons with its teeny doors, windows, and ethereal charm. the dream materializes, attention turns into the surroundings. A garden of miniature blooms, painstalking crafted from colorful beads and silk petals, adds the burst of color to the fairy airport's doorsteps. Then I collected some rice plant for making my rice fairy. Embarking on a whimsical journey, I ventured into the golden fields where the whispers of the breeze intertwined with the gentle rustle of rice plants. Armed with a basket and spirit of creativity, I set out to collect these slender stalks, envisioning a magical transformation that would turn them into ethereal beings, the enchanting rice fairies, the holy rice fairies. The rice plants with the delicate grains swaying in the breeze became a raw material for my imaginative project. As I gently plucked each stalk, I marveled at their inherent grace, imagining the potential for these unassuming plants to become the embodiment of magic and whimsy. Back at my creative sanctuary, the rice plants awaited their metamorphosis. With meticulous care, I trimmed and I shaped the slender stalks into miniature figures, preserving the natural elegance of rice plants while giving them a humanoid form. Each delicate curve and bend was an ode to the organic beauty of nature, testament to the seamless blend of the cultivated and the enchanting tiny dresses fashioned from delicate by jackfruit leaves adorned my rice fairies. The textures mirrored the softness of the rice grains, creating a harmonious fusion of natural elements, creative expression. To add an ethereal touch, I crafted wings from the wispy remnants of rice husk. These delicate appendages, when affixed to the rice fairies, seemed to capture the essence of flight in the gentle play of light. The wings took on a translucent quality, suggesting that these enchanting wings could effortlessly navigate between the earthly and magical realms. The landscape surrounding the rice fairies became an integral part of the artistic tableau. Tiny pots of rice grains served as whimsical gardens and miniature pathways, created from finely woven straw mentored through the chanting setting. The fairy-sized world mirrored the fairy fields from which the rice plants originated, creating a narrative that celebrated the cyclical harmony of cultivation and imagination. As the final rice fairies stood poised in their delicate glory, the W embodied the transformative power of creativity. The once unassuming rice plants had become measures of magic, inviting those who beheld them to glimpse a world where the ordinary and the extraordinary coexist in perfect harmony. In capturing these whimsical fingerings, I not only celebrated the beauty of the rice fields but also invited others to share in the joy of discovering enchantment in the simplest of things. So this is the season of growing rice in the paddy field. For honoring this season, I made a rice fairy. I call this the Holy Rice Fairy. In the heart of the paddy fields, where the symphony of rustling leaves and the chorus of croaking frogs dance in harmony, as the vibrant green shoots of rice plants swayed in unison with the breeze. With the reverence for the surrounding landscape, I gathered young rice plants, delicately plucking them from the paddy field. These tender shoot the embodiment of life and fertility. Back in my creative sanctuary, the rice plants awaited their transformation into enchanting figurines. With careful hands, I sculpted each stalk into graceful, preserving the organic elegance of the rice plants while giving them a whimsical form. In crafting wings from the wispy with jackfruit leaves, sense of transcendence. These delicate appendages, when delicately attached, symbolize the spirit of the rice fairy taking flight, a tribute to the aspirations that soar beyond the boundaries to the fields. As my rice fairy stood amidst a miniature landscape, coaching the paddy fields, I marveled at the harmony that emerged from the creative tribute. The fragrance born from the very essence of the growing season became emissaries of gratitude, weaving a narrative that celebrated the interconnected dance of cultivation, creativity, and the natural world. In the artistic homage, the rice fairy became a symbol not just of the season's bounty, but of the enduring enchantment that resides in the cycles of life, growth, and earth embrace. I called it Holy Rice Fairy. Then I collected mushrooms from our village mushroom farm, and we all know that mushroom in our fairy's favorite foods. In the heart of our village, where the earth breathes life and the air is infused with the fragrance of nature, I found myself drawn to the enchanting world of mushrooms. Embarking on a journey to our village mushroom farm, I traversed fields and meadows, eager to gather their earthly delights that hold a special place in the realm of our whimsical company of the fairies. The mushroom farm, nestled within the embrace of the countryside, unveiled a patchwork of fungi in various shapes. The act of collecting mushrooms for our fairy fields became more than a simple task. It is transformed into a ritual of reverence for the mystical narratives. Then I offered them many fruits and raw vegetables. I know fairies love vegetables and fruits. Where the colors of nature painted a vibrant tapestry, I found myself immersed in a delightful task, offering a feast fit for fairies. Armed with a basket brimming with an array of fruits and raw vegetables, I set out to create a banquet that would not only please the senses but also pay homage to the culinary performance of these imaginary companions. The fruits, plucked at the peak of the ripeness, were a kaleidoscope of colors and flavors. Apples with their crisp sweetness nestled alongside succulent dragon fruit, grapes, so many fruits. Each fruit carefully chosen contributed to the visual and sensory feast that awaited the fairies. Raw vegetables, vibrant and crisp, added a touch of earthiness to the table. Carrots, celery, and cucumber slice created a mosaic shape and textures, offering a balance to the sweetness of the fruits. As I arranged this bountiful spread on a rustic table, a sense of anticipation hung in the air. The fairies, in my imaginative narrative, were known for their love of wholesome foods straight from the earth. The feast before me became a testament to the reverence I held for the natural bounty and the unseen realm that in my mind's eye thrived alongside our tangible reality. Then I prepare some mushroom chops and also prepare for mushroom with spinach, a verdant bounty that would bring a burst of freshness and nutrient-rich goodness to the one. Each leaf, a celebration of green vitality, was washed and prepared with care, ready to the joint culinary ensemble. In a pan, a melody of sizzling emerged, salted aromatic garlic and onions. The kitchen was soon filled with the comforting aroma. As the mushroom caramelized to a golden brown, I introduced the spinach to the mix, its leaves wilting gracefully as they absorbed the flavor of the cooking melody. The vibrant green hues of spinach mingled with the warm tones of mushrooms, creating a visual feast that mirrored the harmony of nature. A splash of broth, chosen from complementary the artist's sense of mushroom added a layer of complexity to the dish. Then some sizzling mushrooms. I took it in my kitchen and harmonized with the comforting scent of flour, promising a symphony of textures and flavors that would elevate this culinary creation of new hearts. The star of the culinary performance is undoubtedly the mushrooms, palm, earth-kissed treasures that have been sliced and prepared for a culinary metamorphosis. In a pan, a melody of sizzling comments. I sought the mushrooms to perfection. The kitchen becomes a stage where the mushrooms with their innate release their savory essence. As the mushroom beings to caramelize, I introduce the flour to the mix. A flour, a humble yet transformative ingredient, becomes the questor in the gastronomic palate. With each toss and turn, the mushrooms embrace the light coating of flour. Seasoning join the assembling a pinch of salt to enhance, a sprinkle of red pepper for warmth. The flavors melt together, creating a taste that intensifies with each passing moment. The final act unfolds as I plate the mushroom chops with flour, each piece adorned with a golden crust. As I take the first bite, the crunch of the flour-coated mushrooms yields to the savory succulence within. The culinary creation of mushroom chops with flour, the kitchen has become a stage of transformation. The mushroom, humble in their origin, have taken center stage, enveloped in the artistry of flour, seasonings and heat. Each bite is a celebration of flavors, textures, and the joy found in the act of transforming simple ingredients into a culinary spectacles. At the end of offering fairies for their favorite fruit, then I add all my fairies food. With a twinkling in my eye, I took a seat at the table surrounded by the remnants to the chanting offerings. The fruits, vibrant and enticing, decorated with their sweetness, vegetables. I can control my appetite. Bon appetit, Regalam. As I savored the last bite, the imaginary banquet concluded, leaving behind a sense of joy under the table. Once laden with offerings, now bore the traces of a feast shared between realms. The fairies, if they were to return, would find a playful surprise, a shared moment of through the simple act of enjoying the feast meant for them. In this delightful journey, the imaginary act of consuming the fairies' food became more than just a playful indulgence. It became a celebration of creativity, a reminder that the boundaries between reality and imagination are porous, allowing us to weave moments of magic and joy into the tapestry of our everyday lives. The fairies' feast, shared and savored, became a delightful interlude in the ordinary, a testament to the enduring enchantment found in the simplest of gestures. Okay, thanks a lot for watching my video. Okay, now I am going to prepare my morning coffee. This is called bullet coffee. Currently preparing my morning brew, a delightful cup of bullet coffee. This invigorating blend features the rich combination of ghee, coconut oil and Nescafe. কারণ আমার কাছে original coffee bean-টা নেই, creating a unique and creamy flavor profile that kick-starts the day with a burst of energy and warmth. In the midst of crafting my morning coffee ritual, the aroma of freshly Nescafe's fills the air as I embark on the delightful process of brewing the perfect cup, promising a flavorful start to the day. Savoring the quiet moments with my morning coffee, a comforting ritual that brings warmth and focus to the day ahead. Then I'm going to take my morning meditation, transitioning seamlessly from the energizing aroma of coffee to the serenity of morning meditation. As I prepare to embark on this mindful journey, the stillness of the moment becomes a tranquil backdrop for introspection and balance. Immersing myself in meditation, a practice that unfolds a serene sanctuary within. Each breath becomes a gentle guide, leading to a state of calm mindfulness and a profound connection with the present moment. Every morning I go for a walk in the forest. As the first rays of sunlight pierce through the foliage, I eagerly lace up my walking shoes and steps into the enchanting embrace of the forest. The crisp air carries the earthy perfume of pine needles and the subtle rustling of leaves underfoot, setting the tone for a rejuvenating journey. The towering trees stand as ancient sentinels, their branches forming a natural canopy that filters the sunlight into a mosaic of dancing shadows on the forest floor. Birds exchange melodic greetings overhead, creating a symphony of nature's own composition. The rhythmic crunch of gravel beneath my feet becomes a soothing soundtrack, harmonizing with the ambient sounds of the woodland. As I traverse the winding trails, I am greeted by the myriad shades of green that paints the landscape, from the vibrant moss clinging to rocks to the deep hues of ferns unfurling in hidden nooks. The forest is a living, breathing entity, and each step brings a sense of connection to the ever-evolving tapestry of life around me. Occasional sunbeams pierce through the foliage, casting ephemeral spotlights that illuminate the path ahead. Shafts of light play with the leaves, creating a kaleidoscope of patterns that add a touch of magic to morning stroll. In the embrace of sylvan sanctuary, I find solace, a sanctuary where time seems to pause and the worries of the day ahead momentarily fade away. The forest offers a sanctuary for contemplation, a space where the mind unwinds and the spirit rejuvenates. The symphony of nature, the whispering leaves, and the steady rhyme of my footsteps converge to create a harmonious melody. A morning ritual that transcends the mundane and transforms the simple walk into a soul-nourishing experience. Then I collected twigs, leaves, paddy grass, and some pairs of woods for my fairy garden, embarking on a whimsical journey into the nature's bounty. I found myself collecting an assortment of enchanting elements for my fairy garden. With a wicker basket in hand, I meandered through fields and wooded groups, each stray revealing a treasure trove of twigs, leaves, paddy stalks, grass, and fragments of fallen woods. The twigs, delicate and general, told tales of branches that awns raised towards the sky, each awn carefully chosen.